This is Gedi Maaro, the 1 hour जहाँ पे it's all about car and car culture and everything related to automobiles on City 1016. My name is Sid and with me today is Chintan Sareen. Now he is the founder and CEO of Plus X Electric.
Yeah,
Did I get the name right?
absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, so Chintan, can you tell what exactly is Plus X Electric?
Sure. So Plus X Electric is basically a brand that started to solve one critical problem in new age mobility, which was EV charging.
Okay.
And because this is a transition time, people were relying heavily on public charging infrastructure,
Huh.
and or if they were staying in an apartment or a villa, installing their own chargers. But still, there was a lot of gap, and that gap was basically the convenience side of it. So we come from a generation जहाँ पे we are used to getting into a petrol station, 5 minutes later we are out with the full
Exactly.
tank. Whereas in EV the transition is such that it takes certain amount of time for you to charge.
एटलीस्ट 15 से 20 मिनट तो आजकल लगता है. जब इट स्टार्टेड ऑफ इट वाज इवन वर्स. वो 1 घंटा 2 घंटा लगता था.
Absolutely, but when we talk about this 15-20 minute also, we always negate the fact that there is a time that it takes you to go from your place to a public charging station,
Yes.
wait there for your turn, then put it to charge, and then move out to your next destination.
Correct.
So on an average, you are talking still about 22 to 2.5 hours time that is invested
Easy.
in doing this. So we realized that if we bring some way, figure out a way to use technology to bring the convenience side to it, which we also saw and gave us a lot of confidence that will work in the food delivery space and also in the grocery space.
Right.
So two of the most traditional businesses, and you see that as soon as convenience kicked in, the whole consumption pattern changed, right?
True that.
So we followed the same logic, and we decided to make it convenient, and the only way to make it convenient was to take charging to people.
सो अगर किसी के पास में EVs हैं एंड दे आर इन एन अपार्टमेंट और इन अ विला और एनीवेयर एल्स जहाँ पे दे डोंट हैव अपना खुद का चार्जिंग पॉइंट,
Yes.
तो यू गाइज हेल्प देम आउट.
Yes, so you don't need to worry about having a charging point at your home now.
Okay.
You can just go to our app, book the slot that you prefer, and then we go and deliver the charging pod to your parking spot,
ओके.
plug it to charge, and once it is completed in 4.5 hours, our team comes back, takes the pod back. So operationally or logistically or in terms of any other hassle, it doesn't exist when you take service from us.
So would it be right to say that you are the Kafu for EVs?
We are one step better than Kafu.
Okay.
Because in case of a Kafu, you sometimes have to drive to the truck
Huh.
if you're staying in an apartment. In our case, we go and deliver it to your parking.
Irrespective of whether it is in the basement.
It's in the
or
basement. It's on a first floor or a second floor, or even if it's outside.
Huh.
If it's inside your villa, we go
Okay.
and deliver it there.
So how big is your charging port?
So they are pretty small actually. They are less than 2.5 feet in height
Okay.
and 1 feet and 1.5 feet in width and length.
So literally मतलब push करके उनको
Yes.
गाड़ी के पास में लेके जा
Yes,
सकते हैं.
absolutely,
That types.
absolutely.
Okay. So I want to ask you, what made you come up with the whole idea of Plus X Electric?
So we have been in the technology space for more than a decade, and to stay relevant, it was always important to be adaptable to what is, as a business,
Right.
to what is the demand that is being generated. We were always very curious, especially me, along with my team, were very curious to see if mobility is something that we can solve. In my
Right.
past projects and businesses also that I've been involved, a lot of it included logistics, supply chain, so on and so
Right.
forth. So that came naturally to us,
Right.
and mobility was something that we were very keen on. And we come from a generation जहाँ पे we at that point of time I was at a right age to get in on an early start of an industry.
Okay.
Right, because when I came in, .com had already happened.
It does not tell your age.
so it had already finished. I could not get on that ride. So this was like one opportunity at the right time. It was like at the right time at the right place to get into this industry and grow with it,
Right.
while also contribute to this industry, because I personally believe more than the monetary value that you are able to bring to the business. It's also about to build a brand which is one has potential to go global, and this industry has a global potential.
Right.
Go global and actually do something which is true innovation. So when all three things come together is what success really is, right? So
Okay, so going by that, off air we were chatting and उस time पे you were saying कि you are the only one जिसने actually में ये वाला जो concept है you have taken it to ground. Everybody else is just talking इस पूरे space के अंदर.
and that's absolutely the case. A lot of people talked about doing portable chargers. A lot of concepts came globally in US and China.
Right.
A lot of companies announced that they have a charger. Nobody actually launched it as a business.
Right.
And I mean, we are the only company in the world which is doing this in Dubai. And the big reason why we managed to do that is because we control the technology. We build our own technology.
So the batteries and everything are being made
Yes,
by you?
initially we were procuring batteries, but
Right.
now we are building our own batteries. Now every component within that portable pod is either designed by us and manufactured by an OEM exclusively for us,
Okay.
or is manufactured by us in Dubai.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप? Very nice, good to hear that. So in terms of charges, how much does it cost? Is it a subscription based model portable charging solutions के लिए, या फिर is it per charge कि आप मेरे को पैसे देने पड़ेंगे like at a petrol station? How does it go?
So it's a great question, but I would like to first give you a little backdrop of how this business is working, right?
Please.
So subscription is good when we have scalable, we are in a scalable situation where I want consistent business.
Right.
Right now we are at a very early stage, not just us, but the whole EV industry. And we as a brand are more focused on the end consumers.
Right.
This is one segment which nobody really cares about, right? Even in the EV charging space, people who are putting, other than of course DIVA and the government regulatory bodies, they have this focus on solving problem for end consumer. But every other player within the CPU space, within the charging point operation space is focusing on fleets, right? Because they want to get steady business from there. For us, it is important to solve problem for the end consumer, which is a person like you and me who drives an EV for our day-to-day commute. So it's on demand. You go to our app.
Okay.
You book the pod as and when you need, and when you book it, you book the time slot. Our team goes and delivers the pod to you at that point of time. We allow you to charge 1 month in advance.
Okay.
So you can book your service 1 month in advance.
Right.
On your respective dates, and
Okay.
that's how we are. Right now we are not doing subscription because for us it is important to cater to more and more people rather than stay limited to a certain number of customers. And
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what are the things जो आपने देखी कि यार these are the problems that people are facing, I want to focus on this rather than I go into the whole fleet space? Were there any particular ones?
So I think, like I told you, the biggest problem is, see, fleet people are doing this full time, right? It's a taxi driver or a cab driver or a commercial driver is doing this full time.
Right.
So they can always accommodate time to charge because it's part of their business or day-to-day operations.
Right.
But consider a person working in an office and you expect him to invest 2.5 hours of his time to go and charge. So they are the actually people who really needed this support.
Right.
So the biggest pain point for these people was, how do they bring out time? Do they miss their paddle game, or do they miss their time that they can spend with their kids, or go for a swim,
Right.
or go to a beach,
Correct.
or go for a charging? So it was that. So there's the one and only most important critical thing was for these end consumers is that nobody's focusing on them. And they are the ones who have to accommodate additional time out of their daily routine to get the charging done.
Okay. So is this available 24/7?
So it is available. So we have two models.
Okay.
One is if you are looking for a portable pod, it is available during evenings. So we have evening slots. You can book those slots and the pod gets delivered to you. And by the time morning you wake up, your charging is done.
Right.
We preferred this Initially, we started 24-hour services also, but we see that majority of orders come at this point of time because by this time, people are back. However, one major request that used to come in was for people who would be on commute and then suddenly they realize that they have lost their charge.
Okay.
Or they were away for a holiday, they come 3 weeks later and their car is not starting. So we realized that while this evening slot is working very good for the pods, there is also a big demand coming from people who are losing charge on the way to their destination. And the only way for them to come out of this situation is book a towing truck,
Right.
which will cost you 250, 300, 400 dirhams, whatever.
Right.
If you are unfortunately within an apartment, you can't even get that. So we launched something called a roadside assistance service,
Okay.
which is a specifically dedicated service for EV roadside assistance. This is available 24 hours. So
Achha.
if you are in dire need, you have lost charge and you are at some place, you can book the roadside assistance service. You go to your location. We do the entire process of jump starting. So there is a process to. It's not just plug and play.
Correct.
Right. So as a matter of fact, if you are a EV driver and you lose charge, you can't even put it on a towing truck directly because the tires are also blocked. So
Correct.
it's a full process we do. We give them enough charge so that they can
Go
go
on
to
to
their
the towing
destination and then charge it. So that's how it is. So evening slots work very well because people who use EVs are naturally getting into a habit of pre-planning their charging needs. So it really works for them, really works for us as well because at that point of time the service requirement is the highest.
Okay. But apart from charging, are there any more things that you plan to get into within this space, like door-to-door car wash and stuff like that, or is it just you are totally invested in?
So honestly, if there is no innovation, we are not very interested to do it.
Okay.
So innovation does not mean you do something different. It also means you do something differently.
Right.
So we are not limiting ourselves to just providing.
You should make a T-shirt of that.
Thank you. So we are not just limiting ourselves to just the charging. That is our core. That is something that, like I said, is a global demand, global need that we will solve in very near future, going to global markets. But we are also looking at what are the other key pain points. So what we are as a brand are trying to do is create an ecosystem. And when I say this in true sense. A ecosystem basically means you take care of the most difficult needs of your consumers. So recently we have done a tie-up with a big brand called Policy Bazaar. Right. And what we are doing is we are offering EV insurance to EV owners through our app. So now if you are a EV owner, you can come to our app. Now, what was the challenge in this? That post floods last year, the EV industry, the entire insurance industry got disrupted in a big way.
True.
The prices got crazy and EV was the most suffering industry out of it.
Correct.
For insurance, I got insurance before for my Tesla before the floods. It was 3,500. And this year I got the quote for 7,900.
Yeah.
But because of our tie-up with Policy Bazaar, I got the same insurance for 3,200 actually. So with Policy Bazaar, we came up with this strategy to allow these EV owners who are already there on our platform to get this insurance
at a subsidized rate.
So there is no subsidized rate.
Okay.
So how insurance basically works is, it is not that you can give the same insurance cheaper to somebody than me. We have to give it at the same rate.
Right.
But what Policy Bazaar's partnership allows us to do is, they get insurance rates from 11, 12, 13, 14 different insurers. And thus the competitive advantage that they get, because they all know 14 and know that they are fighting for that one insurance, they try to give the best insurance. Secondly, it's also that, not limiting these people only to insurance, but they get additional benefits also. So for example, if they buy insurance from our app, they get free roadside assistance service.
Got it.
Right. So they get additional benefits also.
Right.
Another thing that is a challenge for people and is exactly knowing what kind of accessories or charger I should get at home. So
Got it. Okay.
so we were talking before this interview started about AI, right?
Yes.
So we are actually utilizing AI, leveraging AI to do something meaningful.
That was going to be my next question.
So we are launching on our app in next 2 to 3 weeks
Huh.
a model where you can go to our app. If you are a apartment owner or a business owner, you have a warehouse, you are looking for charger for a fleet or stay in a villa, then you can just put your requirements and the system will automatically tell you what is the best charger for you.
Okay.
So look, charging is a very complex system, and I'm saying it is complex because there is not much education around it.
True.
Right. So
It's in a very nascent stage.
it's in a very nascent state. So I may get a 22 kilowatt AC charger, and when I plug it to my car, I say my car is only charging at 7 kilowatt because your car is built to be charging at 7 kilowatt.
Correct.
Right. So even if you put a 22 kilowatt AC charger, it will not work.
Very true.
If you want to use a DC charger, there is a certain type of connector that you need to do it. So it's a lot of angles that are there. So this
Right.
AI tool will allow them to do decision making
Okay.
without being biased about trying to for plus X to trying to sell you a specific charger or any other competitor trying to sell you a specific charger. It will tell you what is it that works best for you.
And the model that you have.
Correct. The second thing that we are launching pretty soon is again driven by a lot of machine learning logic, and it is your route planner. So let's say you are planning to go from Abu Dhabi to Ras Al Khaimah. You could just put your destination, your current charge that you have in the car,
Right.
and say I am going to Ras Al Khaimah. It will automatically plan your route where you should stop to charge based on the real time data of where the availability is there. You could also say, look, I'm going there, I would prefer a coffee or I would like to eat something. So it will give you a charging spot where you have food available so that while you are charging you are and
I'm guessing these are constantly upgraded and updated.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. So keeping this the information real time is where the entire execution game is. And our biggest launch that's going to be in November is an interactive AI tool.
Okay.
And I'll just give you a basic background. So while we were charging cars, we realized that when we started doing roadside assistance, we really saw a big problem that every time I'm going to a car, I'm not able to charge it. My team is not able to charge it. Why? Because it has a different process. It requires a different type of connector.
Right.
And when we started interacting with people, they said, when I bought this car, I was under a different impression. My decision making was not great because I didn't have options. So now there are a lot of options, right?
Correct.
But should you drive a Tesla or should you drive a BYD or a Neo or a Polestar? How do you decide that? Right? So it's not just limited to you saying, I like this car.
Right.
But also, what is the potential of this car? Does it fit my requirement? So on and so forth. So there are a lot of things that you have to think. So we when we saw this challenge, we said, so look, what is a consumer journey? For us, consumer journey is very important. So I have decided, you were talking to a friend, you were saying, hey, you are looking to buy an electric car, right?
Right.
Yeah. So if she wants to buy an electric car, what would she do? She would go to online. She would look at reviews, right?
True.
Look at reviews. How many reviews can she look at?
5, 10 at the max.
Yeah. Or she will start going to BYD or a Tesla or any other electric car showroom, and they would, as a good salesperson, will try to put out the best options that they have to match your requirement. But still there is some biasness there, and there is no offense. Everybody's responsibility to put their product in the best way. But how do you as a consumer believe that you are getting an unbiased answer based on your requirement? So when we saw this, we said, is there a way to solve it? And AI at this point of time is pretty amazing. So we are launching an interactive tool.
Okay.
You can do a one-to-one video call with our AI agent. You can tell it, boss, I need a car. It will ask you the right questions. How much do you commute every day?
Right.
Where do you stay? If you stay in an apartment, it will think like that.
Right.
If you stay in a villa, it will think like that. So you can interact with it and it will give you all your answers in an unbiased way according to what is suitable for you. As a matter of fact, when you are talking about a specific car with with our agent, end of the conversation, it will send you the technical details or a comparison details over your email.
Okay.
And the most beautiful thing is that why it is going to launch in November is now we are starting to do backend integration with car brands that you will be able to book your test drive at home through this. So it will automatically ask you for the time you want and book the test drive for you. So that's not limiting you to just get the car or one brand, but also it will help you to give you the right answer of what is the best charger for you that will work for you, considering you don't have to over invest in getting more power or is sufficient for you when based on the amount of commute you do every day. And this insurance policy is something that is there for you, and you get like a full package through this AI agent capable of talking to you right now in English, but probably next 3 to 4 months in Malayalam, in Tamil, in Arabic, and so on and so forth.
Very nice. Very, very cool. So, okay, just want to understand, Abhi, right now is Plus X Electric, the portable charging system, is it available across the UAE or only in Dubai or only in certain Emirates?
So right now we are only in Dubai.
Okay.
And all our features are available in Dubai right now. Right from portable charger, roadside assistance, requesting for EV charging installation at home. And for B2B businesses, we also have a service called pick up and drop off charging service. So if you have multiple vehicles that you want to charge and the pod availability is not there, then you can book that service. Our driver will come, take your car to the nearest charging station, charge and come back and deliver it to you.
Zofer ko bhi maar rahe ho aap.
So I mean, look,
it's all about convenience.
It's a similar business, but Zofer has its own niche segment that they are focusing at, and we are only focusing on EV charging. So everything that we are building is around EV charging.
Okay, fair enough. So if for someone who says that internal combustion engines are better than EVs, would you have something to say abhi ke liye?
I mean, it is their personal choice. A lot of people prefer.
A lot of people are not going into the EV segment because they think that internal combustion engines are better. Also because of range anxiety, also because of 10 other things which are कि पता नहीं इसके अंदर अभी मेरे को 2 घंटा रुकना पड़ेगा, 50 घंटा रुकना पड़ेगा, overnight charge करना पड़ेगा. What do you have to say to them?
So if it is about range anxiety, I agree. People have range anxiety issues. But the good thing is now the hybrids have started to come in, so people are experiencing both. And this transition will take time. Certain people who really are bound to power, and I mean, for them electric is not the way as of today, because electric is a all different segment. So electric, I believe, is a more of a commute segment, right, where you want to commute is
from point A to point B and back.
From point A to point B and back, and that is where it is right now. But we are seeing a big development in the industry now. A lot of luxury is coming in. Brands like NIO have come in with fantastic, beautifully crafted cars.
Absolutely.
So that evolution is happening, and very soon you will see these ICE believers to gradually start transitioning into electric. Because look, what is really playing in our favor, and when I say our means anybody who is in the EV industry, is that people have become cautious. So there was a time 5 years ago, 6 years ago, where it was only government looking for ESG and becoming more eco-friendly. Now people have become cautious. So you will see a lot of people being aware of recycling water bottles, preferring more of glass bottles than a plastic bottle. So people have become aware.
Correct.
And because that is happening, the adaptation of EVs also is gradually increasing.
Correct.
And the more people will think about this, people are witnessing climate change. We were talking about climate change 5 years ago. Today we witnessed one of the biggest climate change issue last year as a country.
Correct.
Right? And globally you are seeing forest fires. We saw what happened in US. We saw what is happening in India, in Pakistan.
October चल रहा है, अभी भी 40 degrees Celsius है बाहर.
Correct. So that impact is actually now visible to people. So people are also getting concerned about it and moving towards sustainability.
So on that, I would want to ask, like you're saying कि you're making your own batteries यहाँ पे. Are you also recycling old batteries as well?
So we have a plan to recycle the old batteries. So I'll tell you one concept around this, which I also learned because
You came into this
we,
space.
we came into this space. So look, our batteries are good for 5 years. Uh, the way these batteries, we have chosen the batteries is that these are battery packs, okay?
Okay.
And these battery packs 5 year after our life cycle for the pods is done can still be utilized for next 10 years for your solar charging solutions at homes, at offices, and especially in developing countries, especially
Right.
in underdeveloped countries. So we have already started, so we are at the first year right now, but we have already tested these batteries under different scenarios that 5 years later probably we will not resell them,
Okay.
or we will resell them, we don't know, we're still
Okay.
5 years away, but we would be happy to help governments in Africa and these developing nations to take our batteries and use them for their solar projects.
Right.
Because the most that happens to these batteries is they lose the speed at which they charge and discharge, and the capacity goes down from 100 to 70%.
Okay.
But if you're at a house or at a home, it will not matter to you.
True that. And you can use it again for another 10, 15 years.
Yes, yes.
Interesting. All right. So before we let you go, what is the app called again?
The app is called Plus X Electric.
And where can we find it?
It's available on the Android and iOS store.
Perfecto. And download the app, Plus X Electric. Pleasure, Chintan. Pleasure having you on Gedi Maaro. It
Thank you
was
so much.
an absolute riot, and looking forward to more innovation from you.
Thank you so much. It was pleasure being here.
City 1016.